Hi, welcome. On this video here, I'm out here with Maya, taking her to the bathroom. Now, the issue about, again, leash and influence and leadership, you see here, you'll see her shaking here. I just want to show this. Very uncertain. Again, there's stress on her because, again, she's gained a level of control. And so here, my focus is on getting her to go to the bathroom on the leash. So, there's some kind of getting her to work through this a little bit, which means that I'm still in full control and I'm kind of just advancing and nudging her forward, but I'm doing it in a way that's meant to overwhelm her. Okay, although you see the shaking, understand that shaking is due to a stress load on her from holding a level of control in the relationship. Okay, so this is like a transitional type of thing here. That will go away. But I just want to kind of show this. This is day 2. And see, I have the choke chain on her now because, again, I have both collars on her. That's how it's used. It gives me more leverage. She's a little more sensitive to that, so therefore prevents her from being able to pull super hard against it, because she definitely doesn't like the leash. That's the way it's used. It's not used, again, to come on to her or anything like that. So here, see her kind of moving a little bit. So I want to show you the technique here for this issue here with kind of getting her to kind of settle down a little bit. So when I'm doing the bathroom, understand the issue is letting her kind of sniff the grass. So I'm just like, I'm just kind of nudging a little bit, because what I'm doing here is see her air scenting. When she starts to over invest, like she can't help herself, okay, without me kind of interrupting it, I'm interrupting in a proactive way. I'm just giving her a little bit of a nudge with the goal of getting her to start to relax and just kind of move forward as a follower. And this is so I'm creating a circle pattern out here in my yard for her to start to get comfortable with going to the bathroom. So I just want to show this here for a minute. So again, I'm going to move her forward here just a bit. See that? So I'll edge here a little bit this way to get her in motion. She's definitely going to fight it here a little bit. Now she starts to sit down. I want her up. I want her moving a little bit. There we go. Get her moving. Get her moving. I'll move this way with her a little bit. The idea is to get her in motion here a little bit. There's another dog in the other yard here, so I'll tap her out of that, because that's a distraction for her. There's dogs that run along my fence line here a little bit, so it's kind of like a training opportunity at the same time. So again, just to ease her, I brought her out earlier on when it was almost like just early in the morning, kind of a little dark, so she was a lot easier with this, and now she's going to kick up a little bit here. See how I'm kind of working, just moving her forward here, move her this way. Because here's the issue: you want to get a dog agreeable to the leash. Okay, that's the issue here. Even with going to the bathroom, this is intended to be specific, to speed things up. So when they're got freedom, this is why they come out here and they seem like they go better when they're free, because it's about control. Okay, so again, when you're focused on fixing the relationship the right way, you need to become the pivot point even with the bathroom. Okay, so she's highly resistant. This is day 2, because this is different, especially with what I represent. But it's a good thing, because this is as bad as it gets. Okay, so see her kind of moving forward here a little bit here, because you want her to kind of loosen up and relax and move this way here with it. So I'm just, like I said, my goal here is just to establish a circle type of pattern with her and get her start to relax a little bit more. So move her forward, just nudging her a little bit here, move her forward. So again, want her feet to move. The issue here isn't trying to draw into a big battle, a big lockdown state. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to create a kind of see right here, kind of getting a little bit more, same thing, just loose here. Because the issue about comfort comes to the right parenting style. That's the issue about her starting to relax, is finding comfort the right way. So the only way to do it is, again, through these interactions, to pivot this way. So I'm communicating through the leash. This is what I'm doing. I'm leading her forward here, kind of get her to know what to do. She sits down. This is where I'll move her forward, because I don't want her to sit. I want her in motion. But I'm not trying to crank and yank on her. what I'm doing is I'm still using influence. So I am buckling her mind. Again, this is challenging, especially for a dog that has a higher level of control. Perhaps they've been given a lot of freedom, even out in the backyard. And they'll become, so you start doing this on the leash right away, they don't like it. Okay, because in their mind, you're in their world and you're advancing your position, your role everywhere, which is what's needed. So my expectation here, she may not go to the bathroom for me right now. Okay, that's okay, because I'm starting to set up situations so that she will. Because every time I come out here, she'll get more and more relaxed as I do this. Because I'm doing the same thing I'm going to be doing the same thing every time. And you'll see as I do this, you'll see her start to become more and more relaxed. Because as her nose, see right here, here's a good moment here. Okay, her nose is starting to hit the ground right now. I'm not putting any influence on that whatsoever. So when her nose hits the ground and she starts to sniff, she gets total freedom. Okay, but I'm just establishing a pattern. See right here, there's a good moment again. Let me kind of sniff here. I will praise her. This is the thing, I'm withholding. I'm going to praise her when she goes, okay? So if she goes to the bathroom, this is key. You know, that's when the praise is going to happen. I'm not going to pet her. Now, here's the thing about the circular motion. I won't let her go too far out here. I have to start to move her, curve her this way again. But my hopes is that, you know, when I'm doing that, say right here, for example, I'm just subtly trying to do it so that I want her to continue to sniff. There we go. See that? I'm just curving her a little bit here. I don't want her to lock down like she was doing before. There we go. She's sniffing, light sniffing was exactly what I want. I'm letting this happen because this is key to getting her to go to the bathroom. Now she starts licking. See, I'm going to tap that just a little bit. I don't want her over investing like that. This is great. This is tremendous. This shows you how this works. So we went to a high state of kind of lockdown. Now she tries to grab or chew on something, tap for that just a little bit, little nudge, not hard, just a little bit. Even here, see, there's a dog over there, so I'm gonna nudge just a little bit. But see, you don't want to ruin everything by, see, then she goes back to light sniffing, because it's about how you do it. Just a subtle, because it's communication. So you don't want to put too much influence on certain moments. You want to establish the pattern. Now the pattern's happening right now, and see, she's looking up. See, I'm just nudging just a little bit. See, she's looking over there. I'm just nudging just a bit. I have to nudge just a little bit more, but I'm not trying to overdo it. So I'll keep her going here. I'll see if she'll go back to sniffing here again a little bit. So I'm going to nudge her this way a little bit. See, she's investing. I got to tap her. Now she's back to sniffing. That's what I want, so I let that happen. So to understand, this is all about how you communicate, because I'm speaking language through the leash. This is a great example of how to do this. You know, it's just like knowing exactly what I want. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. This is a great moment right now. Good girl. This is the first time that I've noticed. Now, it was early in the morning. I think she might have went, but I wasn't sure. Good girl. Now I'm sure. Good girl. That was perfect. So again, that was a great moment. I'm still letting her go in case she's got to do number 2, but that shows you right there, like you saw how she's almost like in a complete lockdown state, and went from being in the lockdown state just by subtly, you know, communicating through the leash, to starting to, even right now, see, you're starting to relax. It's because the stress is coming off of her already. So it just shows you how quickly she'll de-stress here. But same thing, see, the praise was given right there, and then I'm going to withhold praise for everything else because I want to get her adjusted to this way through the leash, because this speeds it up. So anyone looking for advice on how to house break your dog, you have to know how to work that leash. See, light sniffing again. Anything I deem right here, a little bit, see, just a little tap. I want her, because she starts to recognize what I want. She starts to agree to it. See right here, a little tap, just a little nudge. Right at the moment that I think she's starting to look towards or seek out something else. So light sniffing, letting it happen. See that? Letting it happen. See that? Starting to go again. She starts to recognize. See, going again, just going again in terms of just moving. Hopefully she does number 2. She might. She might. let this play just a little bit longer to see if she does. But we're about 10 minutes in here. But the thing is, when you get good with the leash, that's key. When you get good with kind of communicating through the leash and knowing how to set this stuff up, you know, it makes a tremendous difference. Now she poops here. This will be great. I think she's gonna go. Again, how you make that kind of happen? Just kind of circle. See how she's circling? She's going into my circle pattern now. See, I'm just tapping just a little bit. Just keep her focused. I want to keep her focused on doing her business. But the thing is, once you get number 1 happening, the number 2 is a guarantee. Okay, it's going to start happening too, because you're going to go to the same area. And the issue too about letting her go off leash, that'll happen too. Like letting the dog go outside, you know, off leash. That's fine. But this is the way, when a dog's holding level control, you want to do it on leash here for a while to establish it this way. So anyway, that's what you see. So we're going to keep working here for a couple minutes, but that was a great moment. Very happy with that. You're seeing the transition from a lockdown state to starting to relax, because again, the stress is already coming off of her just by way of how you interact. Thanks for watching.